the new song called Never. It's my new favorite. It's I'm very proud of this song because it's like a vibe. It's a love song. It's something you can listen to while cruising, making love, or whatever you do in your alone time. No, I'm just kidding. But if you do, nice. It's everywhere. It's on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music. I really appreciate it if you can take a look and listen to it. Let me know what you think. If you like it, share it. The more streams, the more money I make, and the more content I can make. More songs, more podcasts. So if on the Facebook page, or if you're watching this on YouTube, in the description, the links are there. Are we playing the song, or we're good?
Go ahead, go play the song.
I'm gonna play a little snippet of the song so you can catch the vibe. I've never done this before, but I'm very excited about this song. If not, then have a moment of silence. I don't even like promoting my song.
Why?
Huh? I don't know. It just feels weird. You know, like showing somebody.
Do you feel like you're fucking being conceited?
yeah.
Who cares?
Look how I can sing.
You know what? Because anytime I've heard of anyone doing that, everyone makes fun of them. And I'm like, y'all are just fucking leave them alone, okay? Like, people evolve and music evolves and fucking...
Yeah, I feel like...
You don't know, okay?
yeah. But I feel like right now I found my niche. I took like 3 years, but I found my sound, I think.
Nice. You're supposed to. People don't know how to fucking search for, like, themselves within, like, what they like, and that's a problem.
That's true.
Yeah, you have to fucking really explore everything until you find, like, what it is that feels right.
That's true.
Yeah, I sing too. I haven't released anything.
Oh yeah,
or
you
done
sing
anything.
too?
I do a lot of fucking things.
Oh.
Like, I'm a master of many trades.
You do have a soft voice. If you ever narrated a book.
You know, I used to read. My fucking history teacher used to make me read for his classes. So when I'd come back to fucking visit, he'd be like, "Everybody shut the fuck up. She's going to read." And I would read,
He's
like, whatever chapter. Yeah, he would just sit there and be like, yeah.
That's funny.
My teachers used to use me to flex a lot.
How much of the song are they going to play?
A little bit. It was a little bit almost over the voice when you guys were talking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So enough of promoting that new song. I'm gonna introduce my guest. She said to put on the flyer, Miss Lovely Dark.
Yes.
Why Miss Lovely Dark?
So I am a picky fuck. I can cuss, right? I cuss a lot, okay? Like, y'all prepare yourself.
Cuss. It's the Disney Channel.
Well, okay, so I did a live event for a long time, and someone introduced me as that because my actual original business name was Lovely Dark Design Co. And for whatever reason, I didn't like it. So she introduced me as that at an event, and I was like, oh, shit, I like that.
Yeah.
And it works with like, what I do.
Miss Lovely Dark.
Yeah, it works with what I do.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
But your name is...
Emily. The most white girl of white girl names.
What should I call you?
You can call me M.
M? Ooh. Got like 3 different names up in here.
Right?
I like that.
Yeah.
People call me PapaBear, and some people call me Papa. Some people call me Daddy.
Your slippers on Instagram, the PapaBear slippers, and I was like, all right.
Yeah. my son, I bought him slippers too.
I saw that. I was like, that's so cute.
So now he wants me to call him Little Bear. He's like, I want a shirt
cute.
that says Little Bear.
That's right. We're running a family business.
That's exactly.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love him. He's my He's my number one. I'm excited to have you on.
I'm excited to be here. It's been a hot minute since I've done anything like this.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't done any live events or anything or nothing like that because of COVID. It's been a long time.
I feel so bad because there is so much I don't know. Like I know, like maybe the basics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know there's people. I know people that go to people for like card reading.
Right.
For like help in that way of like spiritually.
Right.
But I've always been tempted, but I'd never gone.
You have to be really careful.
Where you go?
Haha, not even to fucking like call anyone out, but I'm gonna do it. A lot of people out here are scammers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk shit about all of you.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared too.
You have to be really careful.
Yeah.
You do. Some people, I've gotten a lot of people. I get the people who have been scammed already and are like, what the fuck? I've paid like $2,000 for all of this candle work and all this that they said they were gonna do and they didn't do shit. I charged like $25 for one candle.
Oh.
$2,000, $25. Like, you got hella scammed. Yeah. And that happens a lot. I get a lot of people that are like, well, they said they were going to do this and nothing happened. They never sent me pictures. Like, they ripped me off. And I'm like, I'm sure they're actual practitioners, because once they called them out, they were like, okay, now weird shit's happening to me. And I'm like, yeah, because they're powerful. They're just fucking ripping you off. Yeah. Sure. So you have to be very careful.
Yeah, I think some people, I think anywhere where you're providing a service, they see somebody desperate.
They take advantage of that shit, and I hate that. It pisses me off. I get like the aftermath of all of that a lot.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm glad though, because I usually like get like turn people like back on to the whole thing, because people become fucking weary of it because there's so many scammers. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Why say somebody that's not really accustomed should try it and, you know, seek that help?
It's entirely up to you. It all depends on like what you're experiencing. I get a lot of people who are like, I think I'm cursed, and they usually are.
Oh yeah?
I do. I get a lot of those people because that's a lot of mainly what I do. So like my business name is based off of something in the spiritual world called shadow work, which is looking at and being totally and completely honest with yourself and looking at like the darkest parts of yourself and like the parts of yourself you like don't want to admit exist, and like learning to be comfortable with that and accepting that and healing those parts of yourself. So that's where Miss Lovely Dark came from. So I do like a lot of what people would consider like dark and scary. I help people with stuff like that.
Yeah, like you're scaring me right now.
So I'm sorry. Shaking. Yeah, no, like I'm gonna be real with you.
But, I'm scared what you're gonna tell me.
It all depends, man. I mean, some people are very aware and awake, and like that's usually why they come to people like me, is because they're experiencing things that they've never experienced before and don't know how to explain. And so they're like, well, I don't know anything about this. Like, what? I get people who've never had tarot card readings in their life all the time. I'm like always getting people who don't know anything about this at all and just kind of introducing to them and coaching them through it.
So how, like for me, how would I know?
So
I don't feel cursed, but
no,
I feel
right. So you're looking for like signs that you have like abilities like that, right?
If I have abilities?
Yeah, is that what you're? No.
I have this longing. What I do is I have this longing to be loved.
Right.
So so what I like to do to I guess to feel that, I'll watch like a romantic movie. Right. And I'm able to like.
So do you see
identify and then feel good, but then later on it's just like
That's good though, because you're intuitively like finding things to make yourself feel better. So like that's a psychic ability.
Oh yeah.
Like being in tune with your body and yourself. Everyone has them. Like everyone is aware, but because no one's ever like told you about it or like explained things, like a lot of people have no idea. So that's a very intuitive thing to do. You like know intuitively what to do to take care of yourself. And so that's kind of what I help
I always
people
thought it was
with.
weird because I like to ask couples and how they met, and it like when they tell me, and it's like all this like, he said I love you first, and then it just brings me like, oh, like you know what I mean?
That's awesome. Yeah. So being able to surround yourself and experience like stuff like that is really good for you. Like, but you know that intuitively. So, but you don't even know that you're doing that intuitively. Does that make sense? You're just going with your gut feeling, and that's what intuition is, and that's how I do this. Yeah, you're just going with whatever thought or feeling that you have.
Oh,
And that's
really?
what people are supposed to do. Yeah.
Go with the first.
Yeah. And
Go with your
people
gut.
have a hard time trusting that because we're discouraged not to listen to it so much.
Guys, say what's up to Richard Lopez and Tocino.
What's up, Richard? He my friend. He sings too.
Yeah.
He sings a lot of romantic stuff.
Nice.
I tell him to sing to me, but
He doesn't serenade you at all? Damn it.
one of these days.
Tocino Diaz says, her laugh brings me so much peace.
Oh.
Yeah, when I was listening to the other podcast you did,
really?
your laugh was...
I was a CSR for a while, and that was my favorite job ever because I would get fucking angry people, and they would fucking come down like real fast. So it's a talent of mine. Nice.
Cool.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
So how did you... Because I heard in the podcast you were naturally empathic.
Oh yeah, since I was little, like wow.
What made you really take this into like the next level? Because you feel and you think it's like anybody that I want to help people when they're like, oh well, I don't know what, and some people think medical, and then like you think more spiritual sense.
Yeah, so I do a lot of energy work. And so a lot of symptoms that people have emotionally and physically are actually just energetic blocks. Not always. Some conditions like are serious and you need to go to a hospital, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of the time, like I've had people who have conditions of things that doctors are like, well, I don't know what you're talking about, like pain or like just random little ailments that like are unexplainable and they don't know where they come from. Like I've managed to remove those. Yeah. I had someone who had fertility issues and I worked on her and she got pregnant a month later.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like
was it more of her blocking herself?
It was fear. So like emotions that we experience, like we have energy centers in our body, we block them by like believing and embodying fear and like negative emotions and thoughts. Like we create blockages and we absorb energy from other people, so that becomes a blockage sometimes too. But yeah, we do it to ourselves.
Or like
a lot of the time.
Like growing up, my mom had like this bad, like she was always mad, and she knew how to make a room like feel like...
Yes, dude, people are fucking like they're psychic. Like she's like a little Pikachu, right? Like she fucking made the room explode with her energy. Humans have abilities, like because you have emotions and because you like just exist. People can do all kinds of shit like that. Yeah.
So so what made you do this professionally?
What I wanted to do this. So I was a little sheltered growing up. My mom was afraid of stuff that I do when I was younger. And I don't blame her because she had no idea.
I think in the Hispanic culture,
she had no idea. She really didn't. Yeah. And I had always had an interest in it. But I was young and we were raised Catholic. And so she was taught that shit was bad. And so people were, and so was I. But I was like, I'm interested in this still. So when I was 18, I started to like buy crystals and fucking like read all the books that I could find about stuff like this. I have this thing where I can see something and be like, oh shit, I can do that. I know I can do that. And so I started seeing like tarot readers on YouTube and like people like selling and like working candles and stuff like that. And I was like, I can fucking do that. I know I can. Like, I just had a knowing that I could do that. I started reading tarot cards as like a thing to do to pass time while I was pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and by the time I had my daughter, I was able to start like asking people if they wanted to do readings and then slowly like charging people. And I didn't live here. I moved away for a little while and I came back. And I came back because I was looking for like what I can do now.
Yeah.
I was looking for that. I was looking for like the real deal. I had gone to like a bunch of meditations. I've gone to a bunch of different tarot
So you were
readers.
kind of looking for a teacher?
I was looking for powerful people. Like,
how do you know you run into somebody powerful?
Okay, so like for example, because I mentioned like I've been to like a whole bunch of different meditations. I went to meditation in Virginia where I used to live. I'm not gonna tell where because I'll probably get in trouble.
Oh yeah.
I went there and I did like I went like almost every week. And during the meditation, I didn't see anything. I didn't go anywhere. I just laid there. They had like sound bowls and like they did like like the meditation thing. And he was describing like the scenery. I didn't see anything. I didn't go anywhere. I just like listened to him talk and I was like, this is not it. So I moved back here and I met someone who had already like been doing the apprenticeship that I did. We did a guided meditation with her and I saw everything in that guided meditation. Like everything she described, like I went there and I was like, this is the real deal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I had a tarot reader in Virginia that was like, you're going to find what you're looking for when you come back. And I did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and wow, it was intense. Really? It was fun. Yeah, I couldn't believe that it was over when it was over.
That's cool. So
I went to like a school for it, I guess. Yeah.
That's awesome. Because people think, when people go into this route that they think I guess I must say me, they just assume like just a person that assumes they can do it. They just
Yeah, a lot of people are not meant to do this, and I can kind of tell when like people don't really have like the knack for it and they try. But yeah, and you know what? Everybody can do it. It's just you have to unlock that trust and belief within yourself to fucking get there.
Yeah, because I feel like for a person that's like seeking answers, they try to dip their toes in everything. Psychologists, this and that.
Yeah.
So that's
what I tried to do.
Yeah.
I went to an early college high school and I was studying psychology as like my major, but I didn't like the rules. Like I like getting to know people and I like being like close, like friends. Like that's how you really get to know someone. And you can't do that as a psychologist.
No,
like, there are a lot of firm boundaries. Yourself. Yeah, I fucking hated that. So I was like, nah. So I chose this instead, and I like it a lot better. I basically counsel people with like tarot. Yeah.
While doing this, do you have to be open?
Yes and no.
Like receiving all these people's energies, like
yeah.
I feel like it could be intense.
That's why I was so tired when I got here. It is. It's a lot to take on. Like especially when I do like the energy healing. Like I can only do so many sessions a day before I'm like dead.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot taking on other people's energy because when I work on people energy wise, like I can feel all of their physical ailments. And like, oh man, it's intense. Like, I'll be working on someone and be like, can you feel that? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, it fucking hurts, doesn't it? Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot.
That's crazy.
I do a lot of different things.
But I work in the medical field, so I poke a lot of people.
Nice. I love needles.
Yes, it's fun.
I love needles.
I'm always going person to person, and I feel sometimes it gets exhausting to like deal with somebody that has an attitude.
Oh,
and then
definitely.
going to somebody that's bubbly, and I could like feel okay, and then going back to that. It's I can see how that can be tough for you.
I mean, I think I'm a people person, so I'm just really good at talking to everyone all the time. I think I have the patience of a fucking saint. I probably would have been a nurse if I had chosen to go into anything like that.
Yeah,
because my mom was like, we come from like a whole bunch of nurses, but I was like, nah. It's like, I don't want to have to work that hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I do is almost the same thing. It's just in a different realm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not one of those crazy people either that's like, well, holistic everything and fucking you can cure everything with herbs. No, you can't. There has to be a balance of fucking.
Yeah, there's certain things.
Like, you can't cure a fucking, what is it? An exploded appendix with herbs. Like, you need to go to the fucking hospital. Some people don't get that.
Do you, how do you feel about like before the pandemic hit, there was this high surge of kids dying from the flu, and they were saying that parents were refusing to vaccinate their children.
Right.
And they were saying they were trying alternatives like herbs and stuff like that.
So if you remember the title of the podcast episode I sent you, it's Vaccinate Your Foxing Kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we were talking about, is like how, to be honest with you, I don't trust the vaccine that we have for this one because it's too recent and I think the virus is too aggressive for them to be able to wrangle enough for it to be safe to do the vaccine without any side effects. It's too new. They're not taking enough time to make it, I don't think. But the vaccine for everything else, bro, get them. I'm sorry that you're fucking willing to risk death over autism. The fuck? Like,
there's no science behind like your kids getting autism.
Right. Well, yeah, and the actual, like, even if you were whatever numbers that they say that they have compared to like how much kids can die from polio and shit we cured a long time ago, get the fucking vaccine, please. Like, yeah, so I like to find the balance in everything. I also am very much about like science and logic and like, so I like to have both. I like to make sure that they're fucking eye to eye.
I feel like the world now is going that route.
I hope so.
I feel like everybody, I don't know if it's the internet or something where, because I hear and talk, like I'm going to work in the medical field and I hear people talking about going to get their cards read or see somebody spiritual. So, and they studied medicine, and then for them to see that, like, yeah, I go to that too. I think it's like, I feel like maybe eventually in the future that's going to be
a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. People have been predicting that for a while. People have been predicting like celebrities really getting into it and making it like mainstream for a while. And I believe it's kind of already happening.
I felt like it's been there.
Yeah, it's just becoming more, popular.
But it just like the bad ones kind of fuck up everything. Like I heard some bad things about Deepak Chopra. Yeah. Deepak Chopra.
No comment, man.
Yeah.
There's fucking awful people like everywhere. So if there's one thing that I'll tell you that they told me when I was taking my apprenticeship, it's like, don't use anything that I'm giving you for egoic purposes because there are karmic fucking repercussions for that. So people with like great power and knowledge like that who like take advantage of it and use it for greed, good luck in your afterlife. like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. It's really important to try to stay as lighthearted as possible, because the more that you are, the more you can unlock, like, within yourself.
True.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm like, it's funny because my teacher had to break away from her teacher because he was also like a really high up there spiritual person and like turned out to be corrupt. And she was like, fuck no. I'm not dealing with none of that. Yeah, it's everywhere, man. It's,
there's good doctors, there's bad doctors.
Yeah, and we're fucking human. Like, what can you do? Yeah, it really is. Yeah, unfortunately, some people succumb to that shit, and there's nothing you can do. Like,
it's like the people that have that perception, just because a woman is a mom doesn't mean like she's a good parent.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it's like with anything.
With anything at all, there's so many different like possibilities and different kinds of people with different backgrounds and different experiences. Unfortunately, we all just have to exist with them. There's nothing we can do. Yeah.
Say
what's up to Mari Duran.
Sup, Mari Duran? How you doing? Somebody I know.
She says, "Hi, PapaBear, you have poked me. LOL."
Ooh. I don't think I've poked her yet, but hit me in the DMs. I'm just kidding. This is a PG show. Right. This is family. I'm just kidding. As far as the afterlife, do you believe in the afterlife, or do you believe that we reincarnated?
I knew we were gonna get here. All right, guys, buckle the fuck up. Are you ready? Shit.
I'm gonna drink more wine.
So I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, let's drink before we fucking get into this shit.
Good drinking seltzer. I thought you said you're gonna drink your beer.
Well, she gave me this, and I'm in love, so I'm sorry.
If you want my wine, you can have some.
This is fucking good. Oh yeah, I'll take some of your wine. Hold on, let me finish this.
I think you should serve yourself.
I will, because we're about to fucking get into it. The afterlife. All right.
You want a cup?
I got her a cup. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Got Louisa in the building. Haven't seen her in a while. So if you hear her voice, you know who it is.
So heaven and hell don't really exist.
Oh, yeah?
They do and they don't.
Okay.
It all depends on what you believe you deserve when you pass. They don't really take you to hell. More like they scare you to stop being a fucking idiot.
Okay. I believe that.
But, like, it all depends. Honestly, to be honest with you, no. Hell doesn't really exist. Unfortunately, all the fucking worst people in the world are also gonna go back to, like, source and pure love and pure light and fucking where we came from. And
is that why they keep coming back?
Yeah, it's a choice. It's a choice to come back whether you want to or not. And a lot of people come back, honestly, to evolve. But yeah, heaven and hell don't exist. And so when people pass, they either go to not the next dimension above us, but the one after that. That's like, I guess, where you could say heaven is. And people that become ghosts are like stuck in the dimension right above and between that next one. And so that's why we experience like ghosts, because they stay here very, very close to like our plane. People reincarnate.
Oh yeah.
I know, I've reincarnated a lot.
You?
Oh yeah.
I was hearing in the podcast that you don't know what was your past life.
Well, I finally found out what fuck, and let me tell you that you guys are lucky I even fucking came back. I was burned in a past life for doing what I do. Because I've always gotten like really deep into it every lifetime that I've come back. So yeah.
So you think you were like burned because you're in your past life you were called a witch?
Yeah. Damn. 100%. Maybe somewhere in like Norway or some shit. Who knows? Somewhere over there. That's what it looks like to me. But yeah, yay. Fucking memories.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's why like people are really intimidated by getting into what I know and like doing things that I know, because they're like, well, what if I open myself? It's like, yeah, you're gonna open yourself up to this. Like, shit was dark back then, yo. Like, get used to it. Like, a lot of people don't really get deep into spirituality because there is a lot of dark things about it, and like about people in general. And I mean, a lot of people are very afraid to like be comfortable with that.
Yeah, it's, reality in life. There is good and there's also
95% of the cosmos is dark matter. Like,
that's true.
it's not a lot of light, guys. We have to get very used to it, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Remember that some people don't believe in it either.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, how lucky that y'all are so fucking closed off to that you don't experience shit, because I wasn't given a choice. I've experienced things like my whole life.
Yeah, you said that when you were younger, you had like ghosts. Like,
oh yeah,
ghosts.
so I used to see them like in the flesh as a kid. Like, holy shit, I was like, there's someone right there.
Yeah.
And I kind of like subconsciously shut it off, but not all the way. Like, I could still hear them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I would have people come up to me, and like I didn't know, like say, "Oh, you're a good boy," or like I don't know what like they will like keep like I don't know. It was always somebody trying to like saying I was a good kid. I never knew. Do you know what that is, or
what do you mean? Like, people would just compliment you all the time?
No, it would be at random times, and somebody random would just go like, "You're doing good."
Wow, that's really sweet. So like, those are signs from the universe. Like, some people will do things without even realizing it, because you act on that gut instinct thing. People act on their gut instinct all the time too, and they don't even know like what they're
really
doing. Yeah,
so they felt compelled, they had to tell me?
yeah. And I'm sure it was like your spirit guides or whatever, like just trying to let you know like you're good. Yeah, so you wouldn't have known that otherwise, because people are not taught these things. Exactly. And I wish they were. Yeah
So you were speaking in regards to spirit,
right?
Do you just have your own spirit, or is everybody connected to this one?
Right. So that's like I call it source, because I'm not really down with that God shit. I kind of believe, I'm like, what is it? What is Omni something? I don't remember what that religion is called. We believe in everything.
Yeah, it's all a mixture of everything now.
Yeah, there's like some good things to like every religion. So yeah, I believe that there's like one source that we all came from, but there's of course like a whole bunch of other spirits aside from that too. Like,
because I heard you bring it up. What is it, or
what do you mean?
You say spirit, or
yeah. So
I don't know. She said it or you said it.
Okay. So your spirit guides and your guardian angel and your spirit animal and all that are like here to help you navigate the spiritual universe. And so they are like the lower level. I don't know, I like to use like the CEO reference to fucking describe it. So like, source is like where everything comes from, like all of creation, like we all came from that. And the spirit guides and like your spirit team and all that are like there to help you like hear messages from that higher power, I guess. And so when I refer to spirit, like I could mean like, well, because that's what they're trying to tell me. Yeah, okay. That's what that's trying to tell me. That's what they told me that's saying. They got the message from downstairs and they're relaying it back to me. Like,
so you can have multiple guides?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone has a guardian angel, and I've just recently also discovered that some people, if you're like cool with it, have a guardian demon.
Ooh.
Yeah. I work with both sides.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I know that intimidates a lot of people, but not all of them are
Oh, it keeps you
trying
balanced,
to hurt you. Yeah. Not all of them a lot of them actually love humans, and a lot of even angels don't give a fuck about humans.
I think if we were all good, we'd be following the speed limit,
Right?
Sometimes you gotta go that 70,
People would be a lot more chill if they were balanced that way. But yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
So how would I find out my past life?
So I do a meditation that's called a past life regression, where it basically walks you through a visual journey to experience that past life again. A lot of other things depend on whether you'll be able to see that too. For instance, when I mentioned
it's a personal journey.
It's a personal journey. Yes, it's a personal
okay.
journey. I mean, I can send you YouTube links if you want to try that out. There's some on YouTube. I do them if you're ever interested. People love doing guided meditations with me.
Oh yeah,
I love doing it. It's fun as fuck. Yeah. So when I do it, I can show you how to properly journey to go and meet your ancestors and your spirit guides, and I've never not had anybody experience everything that I'm describing. It's really fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, yeah, try out a meditation like that. You kind of learn how to travel out of body to go and experience stuff like that.
So if anybody wants to see where they came from, they could hit up Miss Lovely Dark.
Yeah, that's always fun. Yeah, that's always interesting. I love doing that.
Because because you're so entwined with your emotions, and does that make you? Do you know automatically when somebody is bad and when somebody is good, or is it still?
I am. Yeah, it's hard for me to turn that shit off. I read everybody. I can't help it. It just happens. I don't even do it on purpose a lot of the time. And I mean, I try to be as non-judgmental as possible. I'm going to judge you a little bit, right?
Yes, judge me.
Just a little.
Judge me, mate.
But I mean,
discipline me up.
Judging people isn't good for you. Okay, people, it's not good for
you. But you can judge me. I'm giving consent.
Oh, all right. I mean, I already have. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. What were we talking about? I totally got off topic.
You said you were gonna judge me because I want to know if you can read people good or bad.
Right. So I mean, I can kind of tell when people's intentions are not what they're portraying them to be. I can kind of see through that a lot. I don't really mean to read your whole ass life when I look at you. It's just it just happens. But yeah, and it's because we could feel other people's emotions too. I don't even do it on purpose. Sometimes I'll walk into somewhere and I'll be like, fuck, who has a fucking headache? Oh my god, fuck, someone's back fucking hurts. It's not even a choice.
What can you feel from me?
You're very calm and very high energy on the inside. You're calm out here, but you're fucking this on the inside. Yeah, I can feel it. You're I'm chill, but I'm not.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's what I see from you. Your aura is very yellow. Yeah, it's super fucking yellow.
What's yellow?
So yellow is really good. People who have a lot of yellow energy are really good at manifesting things. So making things happen, putting things into existence and being well, I'm gonna get this. But people with a lot of yellow energy that are very impulsive. I'll bet you are.
Sometimes I gotta get.
She's all fucking.
Yeah, I guess I would say that.
Yeah.
I'm very I say whatever comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, I can see that. But the closest energy that you have to your body is blue. And that's beautiful. Blue is a very healing and a very calm color. But you have so much more yellow on the outside. So it's I'm calm, but I'm not. You can't hide it because I can see it. Yeah.
That is true. That's cool. I'm yellow.
You're yellow.
I like yellow. So también
Ooh, we're speaking Spanish now. You know it's fucking getting real.
Señorita. Yo quiero saber que dicen. No, what's it called? No, I'm bad at Spanish.
Same.
On the podcast, you're talking, because you sent me a link to one you did before this one. You have your deck.
Right.
And you said, like, each deck has their own personality.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do.
Why do... Because you... Excuse me. Because there's people that probably buy decks for fun. Should people be, like, cautious when using them? As, like, if a person were using a Ouija board? Or... Because you said that you sage yours every...
I mean, I've stopped using sage because, trying to be good to the environment and shit. But
you're using lavender?
I use cedar and like pine and different things now because, we're trying to be mindful of the Native Americans.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually I do different things to like clear the energy of my deck between readings. I knock on my deck instead now instead of saging as much. I'll do it here and there. I use crystals. It's funny that you bring all this up because, like, I honestly don't even fucking remember a lot of things that we talked about. And a lot of things have changed since then, too. So I'm like, wow, like, this is interesting to see, like, where I was before. Because, yeah, I was, like, locked out of seeing my past life for a long time. And I just recently been able to see it. But, anyway, back to the question. Yeah, I don't really use smoke as much to cleanse it. I've gotten better about finding like different ways to do that. And there's multiple ways that you can.
What happens if you don't?
So
can you go overwhelm them or?
Yeah, like when the energy is heavy, they'll let you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to learn how to talk to it. Like you have to form bonds with your decks
okay.
if you're gonna use them to read. I know people collect them and probably don't always use them, but no, I don't see why you would need to be afraid of them like that. I know like people have always stigmatized tarot to be like this fucking awful thing that's gonna tell you that you're gonna die or some shit. That's not how it is at all.
That's what we're gonna find out tonight. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's guidance. It's
yeah.
Give you like the best advice you could possibly get.
Yeah, when I was listening and you said that they'll let you know someone's gonna die. They're not gonna say it's not gonna be you. It just
sometimes they'll warn you about danger too, but not always.
Oh yeah, no,
not always. A lot of the times it's mostly like how you can work on yourself and things that you should change, and like it's very positive. That's what I like about it a lot, and that's like why people they're afraid of it, because it's been like stigmatized to be a bad thing, but in all honesty it's not. It's not at all. I think like the intention of the reader is important.
You gotta
like what your intentions are for like asking the questions that you're
asking.
That
makes sense. It's like if you're gonna,
that's what matters.
Yeah,
but I don't think there's anything bad about it at all. Like it can't alter anything, or if you don't choose to use it for that, I don't think you open yourself up. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's what people are like mostly afraid of.
I get you. Say if a person is going through a hard time, what can they do to, I guess, ask for help? What would be the proper way to like?
I mean,
because you saying you were telling me to contact my ancestors,
right? Or, you can ask them to help you.
Or is there an alternative to that? Because I don't know.
It all depends on what you believe, because like with my ancestors, I do a lot of different things from different religions because like I know my ancestors practice that. And I also feel like the thing about like spirituality and like starting to do what I do is that you have to find what works for you, which is why so many people are like reluctant to teach, because we can't really teach you everything. We can kind of somewhat show you, but you have to try a bunch of different things until you find something like clicks. What works with you.
That makes sense. Could they go to you for help when it comes to that?
Yeah, I mean, I can help. I help.
Is
with,
it
like,
better
everything.
just to go to someone that's practiced that rather than trying to do it by yourself?
You can do your own research and you can try out things for yourself. I honestly try to encourage people. Like, if I don't have to charge you for anything, I'll give you as much fucking free resources as I possibly can. Like, I'm trying to get you to figure it out too. I'm not trying to give you all the answers all the time. And yeah, you can go to someone like me for that and we can see like what the source of the problem is. Or you can ask your ancestors to help you with that. You just have to learn. You can learn. You just have to try. And I really do encourage people to try. Like, I encourage people to do what they can to keep themselves healed and to heal themselves. Like, I'm not here to constantly be there to hold your hand. Like, I want you to do a lot of the work that you need to do because I can't do it for you. Yeah.
That's true. It's like if you were to go to a doctor, it's
right.
They can give you guidance, but it's up to you if you're gonna take it or not. Or you can just some of the basic stuff you can do on your own.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Google.
Yeah, definitely. So just try something. Be careful what you try, of course.
yeah.
Of course, like, not everything should be tried out, but if you're curious about something,
do you have maybe a website or a book you would recommend?
What do you want to learn? You want to learn how to like tap into yourself, or you want to learn how to contact your ancestors? Yeah. What do you want to learn? Because there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many things, and I'm like, well, I can point you in so many directions. It all depends on where you want to go.
Even the animal spirit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like there's so many different things. Yeah, there's a
lot. I guess because I seen more people get into it, and they want to take that journey. Is there like a book you would recommend that would at least give them the basics so they can start off? Maybe if they want to go your profession.
I mean, I do a lot of different things. That's why I'm like, you gotta tell me what it is you want to learn, because I can do a whole.
I guess reading cards maybe, because I seen that a lot.
I had to teach myself how to do that. Nobody fucking really had the answers. I didn't learn. I had a deck for like a year and I didn't do anything with it because I was intimidated. There's so many different resources to learn tarot that it's like really fucking overwhelming. Yeah. And so I was just like, I'm just gonna try this, and I did it, and I just started a journal where I got every card in my deck and like drew a picture of it and what I thought it meant before reading the meaning. Yeah. Because reading cards is like 50% knowing what the cards mean and then going off of your intuition. So I made myself practice in that way first. I was like, what do I think this is, or what it means to me, like based off of what I feel and what I see. And then the next part, I would write like what the meaning was in the book. And then I'd have like a bunch of cheat sheets and like other things that I had found. And I would write like those keywords in there. And then I would come to like my own conclusion on what I thought it meant. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I did that every day for like, I think it's like 7 So it was a lot of studying. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like
But tedious. I figured out how to study it. Like a lot of people were just like, that's why I didn't touch my deck for a year. Because I was like, well, how do I even... start? Yeah, and I just like went for it. So that's something that a lot of people don't know how to like navigate, and I just so happened to figure it out.
That's awesome. Because right now you have a deck, and
it's a playing cards.
It's playing cards.
Everybody always gets so fascinated with that, and I'm like, yeah, you didn't know that.
Interesting, because I've never heard playing cards being used that way.
It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I know like what each card is, that's how I know how to read them. It's the same thing, it's just a different picture. Yeah, picture, I guess. Like a different symbol for it or whatever.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. You said each deck had its
Its
I
own
know
personality,
yeah.
right? Oh yeah, they do. It's really funny. Some of them are mean. I have one that's like an old. It's like the cards are huge, and it's from an old family from the 1500s in Italy.
Oh wow.
The fucking deck is mean. Like it's
yeah?
very blunt. It's very to the fucking point. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like a mean Italian grandpa. Like fucking. It's very mean. So I use that sometimes when I feel like I need to be told. Like I feel like I need someone to like get mad at me. I'm like, okay, we'll use this deck for this question.
Okay.
Their personalities have a lot to do with like different readings that they're good for too. Like I have a really like pretty gold foil, like pretty pictures, very soft like colors and art. That likes to do love readings a lot because it's like, you know, that's vibe, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, it's really interesting to bond with all like the spirits that are in like these different tools.
Say somebody were to go and get a reading, what questions should they ask? Because I think it's when you sit there and you're in front of somebody and they're just like, what do you want to know?
Okay, so I get a lot of people like that. They're like, I don't even know what to ask. So I always start with like a general reading, which is just what the cards have to say. And usually that answers all the questions that people don't know how to ask. And then we go from there. So if you don't know what to ask, like ask for a general reading. And then I think from there that'll help like break the ice, and then you can ask questions from there.
My stepmom told me she would go to one and she would just say whatever you want to tell
Yeah, exactly. If you don't have any questions, and yeah, and then usually people are like, okay, now I understand. Now I have these specific questions.
True.
Yeah.
10 minutes, guys.
Okay.
Oh really?
It went by fast.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I knew it was going to too. I was like, some bitch.
Well, I don't know if you don't mind. Maybe.
Do you want me to read for you? Okay, so I kept shuffling this for a long time, and this particular
Yeah, I saw that one
card has been like hunting you down. Yeah, it kept falling out.
Yeah,
and
it was
then
on
now
the
it's
floor
at like
and
the
it
bottom
was...
of the deck, and I'm just like, okay, so this is important. I get it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
I want you to read it.
Oh yeah, it's all hello. It's time to work, and I'm like, I know. Like, can you wait?
Well, hopefully,
so bossy.
hopefully they like my energy because I'm yellow.
You're yellow. That's so funny. You do a really good job of being very calm and collected.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I know inside you're like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You poor thing, I can feel it. That's why I'm just like, I wouldn't know if I didn't know.
Yeah, if you didn't know me, then yeah, you probably wouldn't.
No, yeah. You poor baby. You're fine.
Thank you.
You do a pretty good job of like staying calm, and
I think it's just because of the way I grew up.
Yeah.
You couldn't really show emotion on.
So you're like, no, contain it always. That's not good.
Yeah, I kind of backfire sometimes.
I can imagine. Ooh, we got some 8s up in this.
Ooh, I got an 8 and an 8.
Oh shit, nice. You getting some good cards, sir.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're all tripping balls over here.
I know.
Everyone is always so afraid to like see what they have to say, and like afterwards they're always like, oh my god, thank god. I'm like, duh, what did you think was gonna happen?
Well, you never know. That I think it's like with people when they go to the doctor, they're just like scared of like, sir, you have cancer.
Yeah,
and they don't want. Nobody wants to hear that.
Okay. Right. Whoa. Can y'all chill? Okay.
Oh, a joker.
That one shuffled right now to the cute.
The queen, right?
Yeah,
there, that one comes back. There's also another one that I saw that I'm like, are you gonna jump out?
Keep swapping out.
Yeah.
At least they want to talk to me.
They want to tell you a lot of things. So, if there's one thing that they do tell me, it's that you are actually very in tune with your emotions, yet you still chase your anxiety quite a lot, like mentally. Like you have a hard time not running with thoughts. it's hard, especially because if like I can see that you've experienced things in the past that fucking are making you constantly worried about the future. And so because you chase your thoughts so much, you're kind of creating like this fucking wheel effect, like the hamster on the wheel that just keeps running. You're not really going anywhere.
Yeah.
So you really need to like chill with that because everything's gonna be okay. You're really just like tiring yourself out by doing that. You have a lot of really good cards. You have a very balanced feminine energy, which is lovely. I like that a lot. But you're not dating anybody, right?
No.
I can see that idea would be scary as fuck to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. They're like, I can see that you're very like, nah, like I don't even want to think about it or like chase that idea at all. But you have no choice because it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, because are you afraid of getting hurt again, huh? You're afraid of getting cheated on? Are you?
Getting hurt? Yeah.
Yeah, getting hurt.
I think I said that she was cheating, but she said she wasn't. But it felt that way.
I don't think you were wrong. Yeah, I don't think you were wrong. But you're going to have to get over yourself.
Get over myself?
Because, yeah, you've got a relationship coming that you've been looking for. And
I've been looking for?
Yeah, like, I mean, I know that you want something that's going to last long and that's going to be, like, real.
Yeah.
And I can kind of see that. I can definitely see that. However, you still have a lot to do as far as, like, getting better at what it is that you like to do before that happens. But, yeah, don't be closed off to it because it's going to happen eventually. Don't be, like, so, like, no, never. Because I feel like you have to focus more on, like, this for right now. So take this time to, like, expand as much as you possibly can and really get to know yourself and get over it. You need to get over that anxiety. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, it's honestly, like, what can and will make you, like, self-sabotage in the future.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you need to be careful about that.
Okay.
But, yeah, everything looks fine. You're just tripping.
I'm just tripping? It's just more me?
Yeah. Yeah, and you've still got some lessons to learn as far as, like, learning not to be closed off to that, to the idea of, like, having the person that you deserve.
Oh, I feel like I want love, like
Right.
Like I feel my music that I make is like all about love. But when I meet somebody, it's like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, and that's okay. You should be particular about who it is. You fucking absolutely should be. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't have really high standards. I'm like, yeah, you fucking should. You should be very particular about who it is that you allow into your energy and into your life. Absolutely. So be picky. And I can see that right here. This like cycle of no. And that's okay. Keep going.
Yeah, me swiping left on Tinder.
Look.
No, yes,
it's right here. Yeah, that's what it's showing me is like constantly like having to decide and then having to start over again and look again. So
yeah, that's
don't give
scary.
up. Yeah, don't give up. Be open to the idea that it's
so I am
there.
gonna find the one maybe.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You just need to you need to grow emotionally more first.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you need to like learn to believe that you deserve it.
More confidence. I see that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. Okay.
You're like, wow, really?
I'm just happy I'm gonna find somebody. So watch out. I'm gonna be off the market soon.
That's funny.
That's funny. Heard it here.
You heard it here.
The lucky lady. That's what.
Right.
If you guys have any questions for Miss Lovely Dark, hit us in the comments. Has there anybody asked anything?
No, they're all scared. I don't get it.
Yeah. That's fine.
It's like the other day I asked if anybody knew a stripper because I want to get a stripper over here. I mean, not for like.
Dude, I know so many strippers.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like I know all the strippers.
Because we want a stripper for next podcast. You know, we want to see.
Dude, that would be sick.
Yeah, that world
I'll
is
talk to
so.
some. I have a few.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you see,
Yeah, I was like,
So
I know
I
a
asked
lot
on
of
Facebook,
strippers.
Nobody
That would be
asked.
Yeah,
interesting
because
to know about
everyone's
that
afraid
world.
to be themselves. Fuck that shit. Be yourself. Like,
Exactly.
My friend from Italy says nobody knows a stripper.
dude, what?
I follow a few, but
I know
it's
so many.
just hard to come.
I have such a vast range of like clientele of all different occupations. So,
Oh, really?
Like, I've met all kinds of different people. Yeah.
That's cool.
We just want to get to know people. He just wants to get to know people. I want to get to know people.
Right. But people
I
be
just need
scared and
friends.
shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll ask them. I'll reach out to them.
Do you know when I might meet this person?
It's gonna be a while.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
I
a
was
while?
like, I can't really give you like an exact time frame.
No, just
Because you have a lot to accomplish, like personally, like within your passions and within like what you want to chase as a career, before that were to happen.
Oh really? So it's gonna be a while.
Well, it'll be a little while.
Damn, son.
I hear like a year tops.
I'm here.
I'm waiting. It's time.
I'm waiting. Love me.
Yeah, you've got a
Okay.
little while until then, but just know that it's on its way.
I guess I can be
It's
a hoe
someone,
by for now.
hey,
I'm
right? Hey.
Veronica Mendoza says, what type of questions?
Any kind of questions.
Any type.
So people are always what's up?
Ramona Quesa is saying hi. What's up, PapaBear?
What's up, Ramon?
And then Michelle's are like, I'm not scared. Just start up. I'm fully done with the tarot. What should I focus on? Okay, so Michelle Hollis is asking a question.
Okay.
She's asking, what should I focus on this next week in the energy?
Okay, that's a good question.
Ooh.
She's gotten readings before because that's a too specific question.
Yeah.
I can
What
tell.
should I focus
I can
on?
tell when people are like have a lot of experience with tarot readers and when they don't know anything. Because the ones who are like ask really deep and specific questions, I'm like, this ain't
They
your
already
first
know.
rodeo, is it?
Damn, Michelle.
Michelle Hollis,
Okay.
my homegirl.
Nice. I like that specific question. We're only gonna do a few cards for that. So while I'm doing this, I'd like to clarify that people are always afraid to ask questions because they're like, well, no, like that's stupid, or like everybody asks like that kind of question. I don't think any question is a stupid question because no matter what you ask, you're gonna get the guidance that you need. So like, say you're asking about your love life and the cards are like, well, no, bitch, like, I don't know, you're broke and you need to focus on this and this and this instead. They'll tell you.
Damn.
Yeah, so like, yeah. They're very about the truth.
That's cool. Do you do that?
God, dude. Do I do what?
That truthful?
What do you mean? I'm sorry, what did you say?
Like you're that truthful when you read them?
Oh yeah, I've gotten blocked for it before.
Oh.
So I had this one girl that was like, I want to know if like me and my boyfriend are gonna get back together, and I was like, no, hun. Like, fortunately, like this guy totally used you, and like you're not compatible. Like you didn't need him. Like you're meant to find someone else, or like you're meant to focus on this right now. And I didn't have her pay me first, so she just fucking had me do the whole reading and then blocked me.
Damn.
So I was like, wow, sorry. Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, that's what I see.
That's crazy.
Energy for this coming week.
Is it for her or for in general?
It's for her week. I see a lot of very much like focus on you energy, and also
This is Michelle, right?
yeah, I feel like because you're so evolved, like you have a lot of love and energy to give, but I feel like you need to be very careful about any emotions that come up this next week, and be open to them and sharing them, especially like if it's emotions that involve other people, even if it means it's going to start a conflict. Like, I think usually you hold back and don't really like speak your mind or tell anyone anything or what you really want to say, and that might not be easy for you next week. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of emotions, like you're gonna act on them, and it may or may not cause conflict, so be careful. But even if it does, like, stand in your truth, because it's time for you to express yourself more, and by doing so you become more self-aware, and like you're reaching a higher level of self-development by learning how to be open with yourself, and especially with others, even if it makes them uncomfortable. Like, your truth is important this coming week.
Ooh, you heard that, Michelle?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. Veronica Mendoza's asking, business related,
Okay.
why haven't it picked up for me?
Okay. See, I like these questions. Y'all know what kind of questions to ask. Y'all are just scared, and you shouldn't be.
Michelle says thank you. Real talk, thank you.
You're absolutely welcome, hon. Whoa. Yeah, what? Hey,
Whoa.
Mira, you need to relax. I know. Okay, please calm down. Like, I'm trying. God, don't yell at me, Jesus.
I only have 2 hands.
Yeah, they're all like flying out. I see that there's a lot of options that you're having a hard time making a decision about. I feel like maybe there's something expense-wise or something that you take on that you pay for or use a lot because you like it. But it's costing a lot of money. And even though you like it a lot, whatever it is, whether it's a resource or whatever, it's something that you use in your business that actually is costing you a lot more than it's making you a profit. Whatever it is, you need to make a decision about it, because it could land you in some debt. I can't quite see what it is. Basically, there's something about your business that needs to change or evolve, and you need to be open to trying something new and letting go of something that you're currently doing that's like costing too much. Whether it's time, energy, or money, I'm going to say money. I'm going to say it's something that you pay a lot for because you love it so much that you could be like finding a cheaper option or something like that. That's what I see.
Okay, that was for Veronica Mendoza. Okay,
that makes sense.
Hold on.
That's great.
We have questions coming in, guys.
Yeah?
See, because now everyone's like, okay.
She's speaking the truth.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so Ramon Alqueza.
I think I know who that is.
Okay, it says, okay, I have a question. So what's going to happen to my career, or in my career?
In your career. Okay.
Ramon.
I'm not sure if this is who I think it is, but I'll check later.
Is he bald in the picture?
I can't see it. Hold on. Let me see. No, he has a bucket hat.
Hold on. It flew out. Hold on. One moment. Whoa. Okay. Hey. That's too many, please. One at a time. They're all trying to fly out.
They're playful.
Dude, I know, that's what I'm telling you. Like.
Oh yeah, he says he's bald.
Oh, okay, yeah. You probably don't know him.
Okay, no. I was like, I know someone with that exact same name, but I'm not sure if that's them.
He says I'm bald, and then he laughs.
What's going to happen in your career? So cool. I also see a lot of things that I feel like you're stuck having a lot of options too.
Oh.
And you're not. God. You guys need to relax, okay? You're just making this more difficult for me, okay? Like, calm down. Let me see. I think. Okay, so I feel like you're going to have a lot of decisions to make about what direction to take in your career, and you need to be careful. I feel like also maybe there's something else, like a different path you want to take in your career that Well, I feel like you've wasted your time already in some part of your career where you're like, you didn't get what you wanted out of it at the moment, and you also feel like you're overwhelmed with like different directions to go and you're not really sure. You're kind of used to like doing things the same way, and that needs to change because you have two adjusters here. That needs to change if you want to keep going. I see like there's an option there. I feel like you already kind of know what it is that you're supposed to do, and you have a feeling about what it is that you're supposed to do, and you feel like it's just wishful thinking. Whatever it is, that's it. Damn. Whatever that is, that's it. Because you're so like, well, no, like what if this happens? Like you're overthinking it. You already know what it is, man.
And that's for Ramon Alquezar, right?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like you're fighting it. Yeah, I was like, you're fighting it, but you know what option it is.
I know this guy personally, so he just barely started making music a few months ago.
Really?
Yeah. So.
We have another question. Should I keep going?
No.
No, hold on. I want to hear this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make.
Okay, go ahead.
So he just barely started making music a few months ago, and it's unique. It's different. He makes everything himself.
Oh, nice.
But I can see where he is doubting going that route because he also has his job. And then
yeah, so he has a whole bunch of shit to pick from, and he's afraid of making the wrong choice.
Yeah.
But you already know. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say he knows what the right choice is.
He says,
only you know.
He says, "You're reading my mind."
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Hey.
That's the response that I get from people.
Really good, positive, like
feedback. Yeah, I'm telling you, I was a really good CSR rep.
Her
like,
voice, man.
I love talking to people, and I think I'm like very comforting, and that's why a lot of people are like drawn to me.
So Connie Ortiz James.
Okay.
She says, "Hi, confused about my person, and work has been slow. Any advice?"
Okay. Let's see. Whoa. Why? I complain because I'm the one that has to reach over and pick them up.
Right? There's one right there hiding.
Can you?
Next time we'll get you a taller table.
Right.
No, but if the table is taller, I mean, they're still gonna fall.
Oh,
yeah, they're still gonna fly out, and it's just gonna be even more of a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah, to pick up. Yeah.
Them.
I'm gonna get you a stick with the.
Right, the thing.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Yeah, I thought so. Whoa, mother. Hold on. Okay. Let's do. Okay. See, I caught you. You tried. Okay, so right off the bat, your person sucks.
Damn.
Yeah. I think you should focus more on your career. I feel like maybe because, again, like, you know, you're not where you want to be, like romantically or like in your career at all, that you're kind of just like, well, that's always what's going to happen. That's always what I'm going to get. And that needs to change. Also, your person... Okay, I feel like you're focused on your career, and I feel like your person is also, and I feel like your person might use that as an excuse to break away from you soon. And that's okay. Let that motherfucker go. It's okay. Yeah. I feel like this person is gonna end up hurting you anyway, and you don't have time to fucking wait around for anyone to be sure of you. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is going to sound terrible, and I'm going to tell you this because I have experienced it. I feel like when you stop and engaging with this person, I think everything in your life is going to get better. Like, energetically, this person holds you back a lot. And this was a lesson in love to get you to have better boundaries and also establish a better relationship with yourself. So let's see what happens.
Yes, LMA. Oh, so much sense. Yep. Wow.
Damn, you heard it here.
Yeah.
Midnight Pouridge, guys.
Girl. So if you guys want to follow her and get more, go to her for guidance and stuff like that. Her Instagram is at Miss Lovely Dark
underscore.
Yeah,
sorry. I changed it so many times I had to stick with some shit.
I just put Miss Lovely Dark because that's what I thought it was.
Oh, I'm so sorry. They'll find it. It's fine.
We'll write it down.
I'll show up in the fucking search results or
I tag her on everything.
Yeah.
So you can check my Instagram if you want to follow her Instagram or her Twitter because she's popping on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
She's a Twitter whore from what I can see.
Oh yes. Oh my god, I love Twitter.
You like that Battlefield? Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, it's a fucking battlefield. I've already gotten entangled in some shit, let me tell you.
Oh
my god.
drama.
I go in there and I get out. I'm like,
I ignore people a lot of the time now because let's say I got entangled in some bullshit on Twitter because I felt like I needed to stand up for some people. And I felt like I don't regret shit. They tried to cancel me and nothing happened to me. So I was like, y'all are dumb as shit. Like, if I had bad intentions, then yeah, something would have happened to me, but I didn't. So fuck y'all.
Fuck you.
I stand in my damn truth. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Nothing. But yeah.
well, follow. What's your
The same thing.
On
Miss
Twitter?
Dark underscore.
Okay.
Same shit.
Yeah, that's why everything.
Do you have a Twitter?
Yeah, he does.
Well, do you have
My Twitter. I think I post my darkest thoughts on Twitter because nobody likes it.
I
That's
post
what it's
fucking.
called, no?
I post
I think it's just a
fucking.
vent.
I feel bad for you if you follow me on Twitter because that's where I fucking let out my pendejadas like real bad, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure he sees them.
I guess there's one more question I want to ask before we end it. Because what I'm doing is very it's different, and it's like should I go this route? Should I like you know what I mean?
You don't know what choice to make.
Yeah, and what I'm pursuing here, or should I pursue something else?
And you want me to ask the cards out? Okay.
If you can.
Yeah, of course. Let's go. So I live for the shock value. So when everyone's like, "Oh my fucking god, like that's so accurate. How the fuck?"
Yeah, the LFMAO.
I love it. I love it because when I started, I was like, it was hard for me to trust what was like coming to me.
Yeah.
I would say it and be like, fuck, I hope it makes sense. Fuck, I hope it makes sense. Fuck, I hope it makes sense. Yes! I still do sometimes. Even now. Now I just spew the bullshit and I'm like, whatever I say, it's said. Yeah.
Somebody said this conversation is so smooth. I feel like I'm sitting right there with you guys.
That's fucking awesome. I love that.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, it took a lot for me to learn how to trust my intuition. So when people are like, oh my fucking god, like that's crazy, like how did you know that? And I'm just like, shit, I don't even know. Sometimes I still don't know, but it
just comes to your head.
Yeah, and it's very comforting to see that everybody always has such a good experience like with stuff that I do.
Yeah, it is awesome. And what you because I know that guy from Do Music, and it was crazy how accurate you were in regards to him, because we talk about stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, true.
Oh, I caught it. Did you see that?
Nice. Your skills are getting better.
I'm like watching out for it. No shit. Oh, never mind. It got me. Oh, yeah. Man, We got people who have
Maybe
a hard time.
We just need somebody catching her cards next time.
Right? Someone right there.
Just a guy laying on the floor.
Huh.
Here, miss. You dropped this.
With a baseball.
With a baseball mitt? Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So I have to stop myself. I had to teach myself to not make faces or like noises or any expressions while doing readings for people, because I'll go, oh, and they'll be like, what?
Yeah,
I'm like, fucking hold on. It's like,
no, I like hearing people hum, so.
So I'm like, shit, I need to stop doing that because people get all fucking freaked out.
Veronica Mendoza says, change him. Too many questions.
So you had your turn, motherfucker.
Yeah. I just want to know this before ending it, just to, since, you know, if I'm doing the right thing, you know.
She says, did she help clean my home?
Yes, I do house limpias, and if you'd like to message me on Instagram, I take donations for house limpias. So if you'd like me to come, yeah, I've been doing those a lot lately.
I'm getting a new apartment soon, so definitely.
Yeah, I've been trying to reach out to realtors and like different people.
Oh, that would be cool.
That's so smart.
No one's responded to me though. Everyone's fucking tripped out about it.
Boomers.
There's an association though. You should just put yourself out there.
I have been. Yeah. I've been sending them messages and
there is people that they will reach out
I've reached out to fucking funeral homes, and those are like the worst places to live near because they don't do anything to protect or seal it, and like it influences the community and the energy of fucking a lot. Anyway, so what we were talking about here? Who the fuck said that you can only pick one?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like. Yeah.
So what I see is that regardless of what you pick, you're gonna do great. But who the fuck said that you had to only do one thing? You're kind of creating like your own mental prison, and you're not allowing yourself to have faith that you can have it and that you deserve it. You're just like, no, like that's impossible. Like I have to only pick one, and that's not true at all. Regardless of what you pick, you'll be fine. I just see that you're just very afraid of like the worst happening, and you need to stop. Yeah. You can have both. Who said that you had to do one? So it's all a matter of whether you're willing to put in the time and energy, mostly to fucking get over telling yourself that you can't do it. So you can pick one if you want. Like regardless of what you choose, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, was this or going back to stripping? So I was like,
hey, that one makes more fucking money. Just saying.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on.
No, I do this, music, and then work in the medical field. So
Dude,
it's like.
I do this, and I go to school.
Oh, yeah?
I have a lot of help, but I take care of a baby, and
my baby
I do a bunch of shit. Like, you can do it. If I can do and juggle a million fucking things, so can you. Like,
yeah, I have my
jack of all
too.
Trades, you know?
True. That makes sense.
Guys, it's 1 hour, 22 minutes. Should you want to keep going, or we want to close it up and then let people follow her so she can
I don't care.
Get some readings on her own?
Private
readings.
Huh?
For private readings for people.
Yeah, if you guys want private readings.
Yeah, please send me a DM on Instagram. That's where I do all of my business through. I take all of my payments electronically, so Cash App, Venmo, PayPal.
Cash App.
So what you do
curanderismo. I'm a curandera. Yeah, so I read cards.
Spells?
Yeah, I do candles. I work candles. I read cards. I do energy healing. I do limpias. I take entities out of people.
Oh, yeah?
I do a lot of things, dude. I do like everything. Yeah, I can do almost anything.
Hey! That's dope.
Yeah.
I can sing and cry. So if you guys please follow Miss Lovely Dark underscore Twitter,
same thing. Yeah.
Instagram.
Hey.
thank you for being a part of the show, and thank you, Miss Lovely.
Thank you. This is fun.
I hope I can have you back because I have so more questions.
I'm doing another podcast next week too, so I'm excited. Yay, we got this
so
stuff
if you wanna,
rolling.
Yeah,
let me know if you want me to come back because I liked it. This is great. It's a nice little setup you've got.
Yeah, we'll have a better setup. At least a guy on the floor picking up the cards.
Oh yeah, make him catch it with his mouth.
Yeah, make him catch it with his mouth. And if you guys want to, please share this podcast. If you want to donate to the podcast, my Cash App is Mr. PapaBear 92. And if you guys want to check out my new song, Never.
I'll go look at it right now.
It's pretty.
Yeah, tell them what to do. Don't ask.
Check out my new song, you
Marketing
son of
psychology.
If you don't, you're a boomer.
Right.
No, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll have Miss Lovely back.
Yeah, I hope so too. That would be awesome.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, of course.